since before 1984, preemptive revisionism and Spamnesia. The world of Orwell's 1984 was one of surveillance, censorship, and historical revisionism. But the model we live under now is something more insidious, less jackboots, more algorithmic attrition. It isn't just that history is rewritten, it is preemptively erased before it even fully exists. The memory hole is now automated, self-replicating, and dressed up as entertainment, engagement, and convenience. Preemptive revisionism, the future erased before it arrives. Whereas Orwell imagined a world where the past was rewritten to control the present, our system erases futures before they can happen. Ideas, voices, movements that might disrupt the system are erased before they gain traction. The potential for dissent is smothered in the crib. You don't need to rewrite history if you can erase possibility itself. This isn't just censorship in the crude, obvious sense. It's a more subtle war of omission. You don't need to ban voices if you can bury them in a landfill of noise, drown them in digital static, make them invisible within an infinite scroll. The system doesn't tell you what to think. It just ensures you never find the alternatives. Spamnesia, the algorithmic fog. Spamnesia is the new memory hole. It isn't the deletion of information. It's the overwhelming flood of triviality, engineered virality, and engagement bait that ensures nothing truly disruptive breaks through. Spam replaces history. Spam replaces dissent. Spam replaces meaning itself. Think of all the lost artists, the thinkers, the writers, the poets whose works never rise above the algorithmic threshold. Because they don't play the game. Because they can't or won't optimize themselves for engagement metrics. Because they refuse to become clickbait. They exist, but only in the void, silenced not by force, but by irrelevance imposed from above. This is how systemic erasure works today, not with book burnings, but with black holing. You are not censored, you are simply not seen, and when no one sees you, you cease to exist. 1984 was crude, the new 1984 is seamless. Orwell imagined totalitarianism in the form of brute force. A boot stamping on a human face, forever. But force is messy. Resistance is inevitable. Instead, we now have a more elegant form of control, where no one needs to be crushed if they can simply be filtered out. No need for a ministry of truth when truth is algorithmically deprecated. The new 1984 isn't an iron fist. It's a series of broken links, a vanished page, an account shadow banned into irrelevance, a cultural memory quietly replaced by the latest meme cycle. It's not watching you, it's just making sure no one sees you. And what comes after? What happens when an entire generation has no memory of what was erased? When history is not rewritten, but forgotten by design? When the ghosts of what could have been are drowned out by perpetual content churn? That is the future being manufactured now. A world where not only is dissent impossible, but it was never even imagined. A world of perfect spamnesia.